What's up, gang? Good to see you. So you're stuck in a rut. We all get there. We all get through it different ways. Going to kind of walk you through maybe one of the hundreds, if not thousands, of ways you can get out of this rut with your guitar playing. And this is not, one size fits all. If it works for you, cool. But maybe it just gets you thinking about different things you could be doing just to try something different. Get your head in a different space there. Something as simple as, you've got your acoustic guitar, maybe just throwing it into an alternate tuning. I mean, this is in Dadgad. Okay, if you're not familiar with alternate tunings, there's a lot you can find out there on the web, YouTube, different socials, it's all out there. And really, if you don't really know much about it, the simplest way to describe it is that for this particular tuning, instead of it being tuned, standard E tuning to a guitar, E, A, D, G, B, E, we take some of those strings and we tune them to different tunings to give you that Dadgad tuning. So in this case, it's Dadgad, D-A-D, G-A-D. It's already tuned to a chord. It's tuned to a D sus4, I believe. You can do open D, open G, but this one's Dadgad for, so it's a suspended fourth chord. When I play that, it's D suspended 4. So without having to use my fingers at all, I'm playing a chord. Okay? You'll find different people use these tunings for different things. Don't want to say you don't really see it a whole lot in the rock world, but definitely acoustic players, fingerstyle players, you'll hear that more now maybe if you experiment with this. But again, getting out of a rut. Try this type of tuning, instead of just kind of doing the old, C to an F to a G to an A minor to an E minor, whatever it is. You're already tuned to a chord here. Just experiment. Right? Some of it will sound good. Some of it will sound not so good. Not terrible, maybe not what you're looking to hear. If you play your typical chords you're used to, okay, like a D major chord, it's not going to sound the same because your guitar is tuned differently. But you could make something out of this. Doesn't sound like I got a C shape there. It does not sound like a C chord. But this is just a way to get you thinking about getting out of a rut. Some type of brick wall you're hitting, and we all go through this several times, as players over the years. So this is just one way to maybe try to get out of that rut. Something different, get your head thinking a little bit differently, and maybe it's a challenge, but maybe that's what you need. You need something just to kind of get you thinking in a different way that you're not used to. I hate to use the term outside the box, but that's kind of what this is. Find different ways of playing scales. You could also play your standard scales in this tuning if you know where to play it, because you're only tuning 3 strings differently. So if you kind of know where to kind of play it, you could find some different ways of playing the same scales without having to think too hard about it. But there's different ways you can do that as well. Just strum it. Point is, maybe you find those notes that aren't great. All right, so you try. Find some that sound pretty good. Now, personally, I do like to play alternate tunings, but it's also a pain for me to go back and forth with the tuning because I'm tuning this. I go to band practice, so it just depends on the mood I'm in. That's why there's different ways of doing different things. Maybe this is not what you want to do. Just try to think of some different things to do. Maybe listen to some different music. Try to learn some different songs you thought you would never have an interest in playing. Just do whatever you can. Do something different to get out of the rut. And this could be just one of those easier ways to do it.